Welcome everybody, my name is Tim Sandy and I'm a VMware Systems Engineer. In this month's Sales 101 session, I'm going to do a quick overview of what's new in vRealize Operations or vRops 6.1. Then we'll talk about the various management packs that are available for vRealize Operations. So let's get started. In most IT organizations, the IT operations is focused on three main goals. They are delivering a high quality of infrastructure, services, and applications, operate IT assets as efficiently and cost effectively as possible, and implement and adhere to IT policies, any standards, and any regulation requirements. vRealize Operations helps deliver these goals with intelligent operations management across both physical and virtual, as well as cloud infrastructures. It correlates data from applications to storage in a unified and easy-to-use management tool. It does this while providing control over performance, capacity, and configuration with predictive analytics driving proactive action as well as policy-based automation. vRealize Operations helps notify you of any potential issues that you may have before the end user is impacted, as well as provide suggestions on how to resolve them. So then something like that will cut down on a lot of help desk tickets and catch the problem before it becomes a major issue. By providing you root cause analysis information, this greatly, again, reduces the time troubleshooting as well. Capacity planning capabilities provide insight into if and when you will run out of resources and offer the ability to input upcoming projects to see how that will affect your resources. So from a budgeting standpoint, from your boss comes to you and says, I need to know what our current resource utilization is, as well as future projects over the next couple of months. What are we going to need to plan to purchase for next year? So vRealize Operations does a great job of telling you when you're going to run out of those resources and what specific ones. Those organizations that have to meet compliance standards, vRealize Operations will assist in the configuration, the monitoring, and notification of compliance-related issues for your environment. So those government agencies, banks, any of those financial institutions, and even healthcare, they have to make sure that their systems stay compliant at all times. They need to know if it goes out of compliance, and they need to fix it right away. So vRealize Operations will greatly help them do that. So now that you know what vRealize Operations is and what it can do, let's go over the updates related specifically from 6.0 to 6.1. We've made several improvements with vRealize Operations 6.1. These can be grouped into kind of three key areas. The first one we have is the added intelligent workload placement. This helps optimize your vSphere environment to ensure VMs are placed on the proper resources to ensure your environment runs optimally. It uses policies to enforce workloads to meet the requirements that you've set for them. We've made improvements to the capacity planning as well, allowing you to plan and commit a project to allocate the resources immediately. This affects vRealize Ops or vRops capacity analysis information, such as the time remaining and capacity remaining patches. vRops 6.1 now has in-guest awareness of OS and application infrastructure with in-guest visibility through agent-based data collection and auto discovery of in-guest assets, applications, disks, and so on. OS monitoring supports Windows, Linux, and Unix for both physical virtual systems, for both on-premise as well as hybrid cloud environments. vRops provides a unified management for your environment with the many management packs for deeper insight into your storage, networking, cloud environments. And again, we'll go into that in a little more detail here shortly. Its open and extensible platform makes it easier to manage large, complex, and heterogeneous environments with an option or with an open and extensible architecture that allows you to be scalable and very resilient to support highly complex environments. With the use of management packs, the vSphere administrator has deep insight into their entire SDDC or software-defined data center, not just into their vSphere environment of their hosts and their VMs. It also improves business continuity and disaster recovery planning through automated application discovery and mapping, and by identifying the impact of infrastructure changes. And finally, the policy-based automation. It provides out-of-the-box configuration and compliance policies and the ability to customize your own as well. With the vSphere hardening guide that's built in, it helps you ensure that your environment is secured using VMware's best practices. This saves administrators a lot of time and provides a safe and secure environment. Many banks and healthcare organizations are required again to meet certain security and compliance standards such as SOX, PCI, and HIPAA compliance. vRealize Operations Compliance Toolkits enforce that nonstop conformance with a broad range of standards, saving them time trying to configure as well as monitor compliance in their environment. Just to mention a few other enhancements that were made with vRops 6.1, we now have the ability to add notes to alerts. This makes it easier for administrators to keep track of who is managing them and what their resolutions were to them. It also supports IP version 6 as well as Windows 2012 R2 for the installable to run it on. vRealize Operations Foundation is being end-of-lifed. And finally, there's a direct upgrade path from 6.0 to 6.1 for those that are running those previous versions. So let's take a quick look at the license model for vRops in case you're not familiar with that. So vRops can be purchased as a standalone product or in a bundle, much like many of our other products. The standalone product comes in 3 editions: Standard, Advanced, and Enterprise. Standard gives you core health monitoring with proactive smart alerts, root cause analysis, and guided remediation. So all those basic core functions and features associated with vRealize Operations is in that Standard edition, of course. Then with Advanced, that gives you the ability to customize dashboards, to monitor OS operating systems. It also has application discovery and dependency mapping, as well as third-party management packs for that deeper insight into your network storage and servers. And then Enterprise goes a step further and provides application, middleware, database monitoring, OS level configuration and compliance, and finally the management packs associated for those apps and databases. vRops can also be purchased as part of some other bundles, which it is included in, such as vSphere with Operations Management, or the vSOM bundle, as it's known. vRealize Operations Insight bundle, which is vRealize Operations as well as the Log Insight product. Then you have the vCloud Suite and the vRealize Suite, which is a bundle of all of our management and automation products. So now that I've covered what vRops is, what it can do, and the associated updates related to version 6.1, let's go ahead and get into a little more detail about those management packs I've been talking about and how they can be used in conjunction with vRops. Out of the box, vRops provides detailed insight into your vSphere environment, such as your host and VMs, as we discussed. However, your vSphere environment connects to storage, networking, and other components of a data center or even out to the cloud. The performance of your network and storage can greatly impact the performance of your virtualized vSphere environment, because if you're using shared storage, which most of you are, if your storage is not running properly, this is going to directly impact how your virtualized vSphere environment is, and the same goes for networking as well. So as a virtual administrator, they can greatly benefit from having this more detailed data on the performance of these other components in their data center, because it is directly tied to their vSphere environment. The management pack add-ons available provide that detailed insight into those other areas that the virtual admins are looking for and typically wouldn't have. So as you see on the slide, there are management packs for storage, networking products such as our NSX product, and cloud instances such as vCloud Air, maybe Amazon Web Services. So there's a lot of different management packs for a lot of different components within your data center. Some of these are vendor neutral, while other management packs are vendor specific. As an example, the management pack for storage devices now delivers deep visibility into our virtual SAN 6 environment by presenting a global operations view across multiple virtual SAN clusters. So if you are running virtual SAN as well as vRealize Operations, you will now get those added tabs to where you can get that really detailed insight into how your virtual SAN environment and that associated vSAN data store is running. The detailed topology mappings show the relationships between virtual machines as well as the vSAN logical and physical components. It includes actionable alerts and recommendations to provide a quick way to resolve connectivity and device issues and even hardware faults as well. So again, gives them that greater insight into how everything is running from a storage perspective, as well as how to fix it, what the problem is, just everything that a virtual admin really needs to be able to manage an environment like this effectively. So you can see why using these management packs can really provide the much needed data for those virtual admins. If you're wanting to see what management packs are available, the best place to go is to the Solutions Exchange, and that's located at https://solutionsexchange.vmware.com. This is going to provide you a master list of all the management packs that are available for vRealize operations, as well as our other management products. One thing I would like to mention about the management packs is that the addition of vRealize operations that you are currently running does matter in relation to what management pack you can use. As you see in the screen capture, some of the more advanced management packs require you to have vRealize Operations Enterprise Edition, while others may only require the Advanced Edition. Some additional items to be aware of is that some management packs are free to download and use, while others have an associated cost for you to purchase and to use. Some of them are also VMware provided management packs, while others are created by third-party vendors, such as the Blue Medora management pack that you see listed there. So a lot of the third-party vendor ones are going to typically be the ones that you're going to pay for. The ones provided by VMware tend to be more free, but not necessarily all of them. And finally, it's a good idea to always check the VMware Management Pack Compatibility link that you see there at the bottom of the slide when considering using any of the management packs. As you see, it will tell you the required vRealize Operations Edition you need to be running to use it, as well as which versions of vRealize Operations work with the particular management packs. So one management pack may work with one edition and not the other, or even particular version of vRealize Operations. So it may work with the newer 6.x versions, but not the old 5.x versions. So this is a good place to go to make sure that you are running the proper edition and version of vRealize Operations with the associated management pack that you're looking at. So that completes this session on vRealize Operations 6.1, the overview of what it is, what it does, the licensing, as well as the associated management pack options that you have for it. Hope you enjoyed this session and the information presented was valuable to you. I look forward to you joining me in the future enablement sessions. Thank you and have a great day.